Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Absol here, Master Rank in the jungle. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Good morning, good evening to everyone around the world. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys, by the way, for all the comments and subscribes and every suggestion you guys have been throwing my way. It's been really helping me out in the algorithm for YouTube. Also, in the comment section, keep them coming, man. Keep suggesting me things, keep suggesting Pokemon, asking questions. I really appreciate it. I try to get out to it as best I can every single day. So don't worry, if I miss that comment right away in the first hour or so, don't worry, I'll get to it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. We're coming at you live with another Absol video. Due to, we haven't put in an Absol video in a little bit. It's been a little bit. But, also, this needs to be done. Just because we're worried about the new items, new buffs, and there's certain Pokemon. Make certain other Pokemon strong, right? Absol's one of them Pokemon. Like right here? Bro. Hello. Like, bro, you're dead. I mean, hello? Like, what do you want from me? You guys being silly gooses down here. Freebies. Y'all just not rotating. Ain't doing nothing. Go ahead, y'all got that. I don't want it. Hurry up. Get out. Thank you. Going back over here. Minding my own business. Go back in my jungle. Now, they do have an enemy Gengar. So I can't wait to probably critique the Gengar and see how he plays. But, you know, you shouldn't necessarily do that every game, but let's be honest. When you play Pokemon Unite, when you play any MOBA or whatever, someone takes your jungle or you know, your favorite champion or whatever, you're always quick to be like, wow, what are you building? Why are you building that? You know? It's one of those ordeals. So I can't help myself sometimes, alright? Leave me alone. Anyway, I'm picking up Psycho Cut here just because that is the bread and butter for Absol. If you ain't getting Psycho Cut, I think you're trolling, to be fair. It just does way too much damage when it comes to tanks and everyone else for that aspect. That flash, or eject button, really saved his life. It saved me from following up, because Night Slash and how Night Slash performs. Once you hit somebody with Night Slash, you can go back in. That's just how it is. We might as well just score here. They're going to have to back off anyway. We have a Gengar in a bot lane, which is really unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Good job, Charmeleon. You killed him. You did great. But at the same time, bot lane's down there doing bot lane things. I'm going to try to do my rotations. I'm not trying to be the first one in here, but if I have to be, I have to be. Lucky duck. Very lucky duck he had that eject button. Otherwise he was dead to Night Slash. It's all good. Team's here. We might be able to do something here. Oof. It's looking rough. Looking real grim. No front line in the situation. Looking real grim. Now your boy here, he's dead. Oh my god. The beauty of that was phenomenal. Like I said, didn't have a eject button, he was dead too. But welcome to Night Slash, guys. You can do things like that because Night Slash... Uh-oh. Are you serious, boys? Really? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyway, Night Slash hits multiple targets, whereas his other ability is single target oriented, which makes Absol a very, very, how you say, like, situational in terms of damage. Night Slash doesn't make him do that, which is sometimes the better play. I'm not gonna worry about this, to be honest with you. Now I can. They don't have anything here. Look at the damage, boys. Fuck. Dang. Oh well. Sometimes you can't get it, man. She had her Unite move ready to go, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I was trying to get out of range of the Hyper Voice. I did, but at the same time, I couldn't follow it up because I had to get out of range. You know, if I go back in, I was going to be dead. Either way, I think she had me there. We tried. We did our best. Now, the downside is our team ain't doing so good. We got a Kyria. We got a Charmeleon still. Gengar's level 11 now. Just because that free Dreadnought. You know? What was it? It was a 3v1 on Dreadnought? 4v1? I'm sorry. And they still lost Dreadnought after I died? That's like rough. You can't really do anything about it though. Sometimes you can get angry with it. That's fine. What is the name of the game sometimes? Now, the Squirtle, as you can see, is very, very, very underleveled. So is our Kyria though. She's still Kyria. And she's getting dived by a Gengar down there. Where Charizard is doing absolutely nothing. Just not even helping, not being helpful, just getting himself killed. Sometimes in this aspect here, you can't really do anything else besides, you know, go farm. But in this sense, This happens pretty much with every Gardevoir player I ever see, or always see. As soon as they get behind, they don't even want to play the game. They just want to go AFK farm because they're not level 10. And it's not necessarily your fault. You know what? Your fault. It's technically speaking the Kyria's fault. And it always will be. Because it's one of those Pokemon that you should know as a player when you play that Pokemon. If you're behind... Dinner's I owe you, bud. I'm trying to get out. Thank you. Thank you, game. Like, I just wanted to roll out. Bro, you're not gonna catch me. Can you stop? Thanks. You're wasting my time, you're wasting your time. And I'm out. Like, get out of here. What do you expect was gonna happen? No. The Kyria is so far behind, it's not even funny. And she's still not even level 10 yet. But in this mindset here, you have to keep playing the game. Because Zapdos is coming up, you still have a chance to get Zapdos and win the game, right? I want to get over there to Dreadnought, I really do. But sometimes you're in a situation where you can help your team do it, you know? Now we have Charizard down here. Kyria is about to hit level 10. This is a really, really bad situation for us to be in right now. It really is. We have a Gengar coming down with everything up. But I'm going to try my best. Okay. That's all I can do. Oh, Charizard, you're actually here doing work. Whoop. Whoop. Can I? Nope. That was unfortunate for me. Sevion's going after the tank. Why do people do this? She's like dead set on picking up that Crustle now. I appreciate Charizard for trying to do some work down there. But at the end of the day, you can't get it if you can't get it. We finally get Gardevoir. She just hits level up, level 10. Look how much time's left on the clock. And people want to talk about how bad Gardevoir is, how bad certain Pokemon are. This is why they're bad, though. This is it. Because they get into the hands of players that don't know how to play that Pokemon, or don't know how to play from behind. And then they trash the Pokemon. That's not okay. But that's the nature of MOBAs. If someone gets behind on a Pokemon, they blame the Pokemon, not themselves. Not the position they put their team in. No, it's their, you know, it's everyone else's but their fault. Like in that situation right there. You're gonna be that front line? Okay, fine. Be the front line. Don't play Gardevoir. You know? Charizard, you're gonna have to back up here, bud. I got nothing for you. Sorry, dude. Sylveon, don't play with it. Don't play with it, Sylveon. Oh my goodness. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro. Like, she could have just walked away. Oh, man. In situations like that, where you try to be the, the good player and help out, but in the same sense, is it really worth it for you to do that? I saw you down here, Gengar. Where'd you go? Alright. Are we gonna stop this? Gardevoir getting pinched off again, getting killed. Activation Night move here. I'm gonna hop back over here. Bro, I really respect you, Gengar, but at the same time, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't know what you're doing. Wow, crit me for 665. An auto attack. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. You can't... I don't think you're going to be able to do it, girly. You might get over to that Zapdos. I appreciate you. You got that Unite move. They ain't starting it yet, so don't force it, please. It's a rough game, boys. We're trying really hard right now. We made a lot of good plays, a lot of good efforts. But just having that under-level team in those situations really put a dampen on this match here. Nice job. I gotta be careful how I play this. Careful how I play this. Nice. Good job. We got it. Let's go. Good job, team. Woo! Why are we so chasing him, man? Just go score. Thank you. Good job. Come on, Gardevoir. Thank you. Good job. That 50 ball. Go ahead, Charizard. We got the game. There's the W, boys. We did it. Man, that was a hard one to pull off. It really was. It really was. But you're not supposed to give up because Zapdos spawns, and that's the name of the game nowadays. As you play for Zapdos. But, as you can see, Absol can still do raw damage. Still does great numbers. It all depends on your build. When people want to play her other ability over Feint, it makes it harder because it makes your fighting in Zapdos pit one-dimensional. That means they know where your damage is coming from at all times. It makes it easier for them to lock you down and delete you. Whereas, when you run Feint, that ability allows you to deal more damage, right? Let's hop over, look at her kit right fast. Alright? See you guys in 1 minute. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Alright, let's take a peek at this right fast, alright? How about that? So generally, I run Scope Lens, Razer Claw, Focus Band. Now, or Muscle Band, excuse me. Yeah, Focus Band's right. Now, you could argue why Focus Band. I like to give myself a little bit of oomph, just a little bit when I'm getting those early engagements when bees are spawning. Therefore, that extra little bit HP might generate me a crit. You know, keeps me alive a little bit longer, I might crit more. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could argue that you can swap it out. You can swap it out for a lot of things, right? We can do a lot of things. We can go Muscle Band if you want to. Muscle Band gives you 3%, you know, to the opposing's remaining HP, right? So if you crit somebody, that's X 3% of damage, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But you're already a piece of paper. Might as well take up something that gives you a little bit of bulk. Just a little bit. And the Razer Claw is no-brainer. You need to have Razer Claw. If you don't have it, you should have it by now, I think. If not, you just pick it up in the shop, no big deal. So I would advise you to start leveling Razer Claw. Have one for Scope Lens. This is probably the very first item in the game I started leveling up, just because crit damage and crit is just overall useful pretty much in everybody. Now Razer Claw being a new item, it has a lot of different uses, but it's more used for melee Pokemon. Now you can use this on Greninja too, by the way. For example, like when a Greninja's in melee range and he basically slapping you, essentially Razer Claw will work for that as well. There's a lot of innuendos, a lot of things people don't think about with certain items. There's a lot of build testing. But when it comes to Absol, once you jump on somebody with Razer Claw, they ain't getting away from you unless they have flashes. Or eject button, excuse me. But let's go ahead and break down the skills right fast. So for you guys that don't know, right? That's boosted attack, everyone knows what that does. This is what I'm talking about. Super luck right here. I think it's like 10-15%, I forgot how much it goes up by. But only Pokemon in the game that has a stat that's a passive ability that gives you crit rate. This is phenomenal, like it really is. This is why you see Absol critting out the gate, like at level 4, when he comes to Genkalane or what have you, level 3, whatever. It just does so much raw damage, especially on top of your items. You clear really, really quick in the jungle, and you burst people in lane for unfair amounts of numbers, let's be honest. So you get Feint, which is essentially, it's an arc, you know, it goes in like a half circle, very short range to a target location. Night Slash is the same thing, except for what happens is it has an increases the critical hit rate, right? The lower the opposing Pokemon's HP, the more the user's crit rate is increased. So if you topple this with Scope Lens and Razer Claw, you generally crit pretty much, I want to say almost all the time, to be honest. But the difference is with this ability, essentially it's a feint and you get a straightforward dash, but you have to land the first part of Night Slash and then you get another dash, but the dash goes through Pokemon. It goes over terrain, what have you. The ability does a lot of damage, so you can crit multiple people at the same time with this one ability. Whereas Pursuit, this is what I'm saying, is very situational. You have to be in a position where you can make this viable. And sometimes it's great when you come out of the jungle lanes, the gank lanes, sure, no problem when you're coming from behind. But when you're in a situation like Dreadnought, Zapdos, where you always are at, let's be honest, Pursuit's not that great. Because the ability in itself, it forces you to go in, just like Night Slash, but it doesn't force you to get out. You know what I mean? Like when you go in, you're stuck. You either have to have your eject button or your Unite move ready to go. Other than that, you're dead. That's just how I look at it. Now, Night Slash allows you to get in, deal damage, and you have the ability to trigger the second version of Night Slash to either do more damage to another Pokemon or use it to try to escape. You know, you have a short window. Now, we do have this ability, which is either Psycho Cut or Sucker Punch. It's always Psycho Cut. Some people do play with Sucker Punch. Some people think that ability is really good. It's okay. It's a guaranteed sure hit, just like Charizard's Flare Blitz, for example. It's a lock-on ability. But if someone tickles you, touches you slightly, you know, pushes up against you while you're doing this ability, it just cancels. So you got to keep that in mind. It does have a nice slow to it when you're using the ability, which is pretty good. But now the reason why I'm saying it decreases the user's movement speed of the opposing Pokemon when you land it, which is pretty good, right? It's pretty viable, but it's not very good versus Psycho Cut. This ability allows you to clean up Zapdoses, clean up whole teams, clean up Dreadnoughts. So what you want to try doing, if you're able to get yourself in a situation, you Psycho Cut something, right? You Psycho Cut, you Night Slash. Keep in mind, you have 3 procs with Psycho Cut. So that procs on your auto attacks, but they do crit damage once you land it. So you can follow that through with Night Slash and do an immense amount of burst in a short window. And sometimes it throws people off guard and deletes people. But hey, This has been a look at Absol. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Please pick them up if you haven't tried it. If you enjoy Gengar, you will enjoy Absol. If you enjoy Greninja, you will enjoy Absol. There's a lot of different similarities to this kit to other Pokemon. Well, there's only one Absol, guys. This has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.